The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the views and opinions of the guest do not reflect those of the host, the show, the management, and the network.
Welcome back once again. It's great to migrate only here on TLC with Lee. And of course, this is simulcasted as well on my YouTube and Facebook page, which is Motivationally. Thank you so much for watching. Merry Christmas, everyone, and advance Happy New Year to each one of you. Of course, I'm wearing red. I'm still on a Christmas mode. Every day is Christmas, obviously. And I would like to thank all of you for all the support since episode one. And I'm very, very proud to say that we're on episode 12. And let's talk about the journey that has began since we've arrived here in this country, which is, we always say, it is great to migrate. And I've got someone here who's going to help me out as well to wrap this up, to wrap this year 2021 with a big bang, and of course inspiring each one of you. That's why my YouTube channel and my Facebook page has been created to inspire, motivate, and create an impact. And I would like to call on, of course, none other than very well versed in all of the visas here in, of course, in Australia. Let's hear it from her and her journey as well. Get to know her better. Let's welcome Niti Hara.
Hello.
Woo!
Merry
Hi,
Christmas
gorgeous.
and Happy New
Merry
Year.
Christmas. Yes, Happy New Year. I know we're still on holiday mode right now, but thank you so
Absolutely.
much for sharing your time with me. And of course, to all our televiewers globally. Again, to all our friends out there, global friends, thank you so much for keeping us
Always a
company.
pleasure. Always pleasure.
Yes, nice to see you, gorgeous. Our Miss Universe.
Come on.
Niti, there you go. Namaste. All right, Niti. I would like to congratulate you as well for sailing with me for the past episodes as well since episode one. It's our season one, episode 12, Niti. Yay! We survived. Thank you so much, TLC, as well, for the support and as well supporting as well Way to Oz migration and education services, and to all of you who have contacted us as well. Thank you so much, and obviously we can't wait to see you here in Australia thriving well. So Niti, let's talk about you or us maybe. We'll wrap this up, this 2021, with a big bang, inspiring everyone. Obviously both of us started as a migrant as well,
Migrant.
right? So I would like to ask Niti, okay, it's nice to have this real talk today, okay? Why Australia? What captures your your imagination of imagining migration, migrating in Australia?
For me, I think at the time it was more about education, and Australia is well
Mm-hmm.
renowned in the education world. One of the it's a top destinations for education. So
Definitely.
after I completed my bachelor's in IT, I wanted to study further, and I could not see
It's
anything
good.
better than Australia at the time. And guys, I'm talking about 18 years ago. So it's a long, long time ago,
18 years. It's
18
good.
years. But I did come as a student to study my master's. The plan at the time was, oh, I'll study and I'll go back to my country. But I guess Australia gave me so much that I wanted to stay. I wanted to make my life here. So
Nice.
yeah, so and
That's
since then
good
I'm
to
here.
know. That's good to
And I was
know. And
interestingly, I was the first one in my family or close friends to come to Australia. So it was completely new land to me, not knowing many
wow,
people, hardly one, and that to a distant, distant friend of my dad. That's it.
wow.
Um, so
Brave.
yeah, it was great, great. I'm not, Lee, by asking this question, you've just made me walk on the memory lane, and
Good to look back those days, like you need to make sure that you've got a good budget, you've got enough money to survive as a migrant and
absolutely.
culture.
I still remember everything I would buy, I'm aspiring to buy at the time, I would convert that into my local currency. Oh my God, that's costly. It was, very strictly budgeting at the time. I would not eat anywhere from outside just so that I can save
So you can
money.
survive. True.
Um, so it was like, but then slowly and slowly, I think I've heard these stories from many migrants who come. That's the tendency that we convert that money into a local currency and then try to spend it and manage our
I do
budgets.
that
But
too.
then over the time, once you start earning, you realize that you're earning in the same currency, then you got to spend in the same currency, and you take into proportion rather than converting back in your local currency.
I
But I
know.
still remember those initially, those 1 or 2 years were hard, but at the same time, very happy time because I could sensibly save, survive nicely. At the same time, I was not dependent upon anyone else. I wasn't dependent upon my parents. I was earning here, I was spending. At the same time, I was saving for my future. So that's very
Yeah,
interesting. Those early years actually taught me a lot, a lot.
that's
So very
good to
interesting.
know. See,
Yeah.
to all migrants here are watching, and to all our clients from of Way to Oz Migration and Education Services, it's not only you guys is actually
Yeah.
sailing and settling in a very strange
Mhm.
country for you at the very beginning. Like Niti and myself has the same experience, and as time went by, you'll be able to find new friends, new family. Cope with the environment. Everything just settles down and put
And the
into its
friends
own
that
proper
we
places.
made, so truly, the friends that
Yeah.
I made at that time, I still have those friends because they were true
Yeah,
friends because there was no flaunting, there was no money. It was the real connections we made it at the time, coming from different
that's really good.
backgrounds. And
That's
now
really
all
good.
of us, I mean, as I said, I came as a student. Now we've all got families, but we still connected with each other. So,
That's good to know, Niti.
yeah. How about
Hello to
you?
all your
You tell
friends.
me about
Well,
your migrant story.
oh my goodness.
Where did
I'm a
you
traveler.
come? I've
So I
never
traveled when I
heard.
was single. Yeah. So I
Right.
left my country many, many years ago, I think 26 years ago, and I flew to United Kingdom, work, live, and
Wow.
enjoyed my life there. Travel. I love traveling, Niti.
Wow.
Traveled in different parts of Europe. And as I settled and have kids as well, it's about it was a there was a what you call that credit crunch. They call it credit crunch back in Europe last time, and I just thought of like, you know what? I want to go to either Canada again, or maybe America, or maybe sail to Australia. I don't know anyone
Wow.
in Australia, so I had three choices to just gallivant for like a year or so. Whilst waiting for Europe and other countries to go back to its normal, life again, like with the credit crunch and everything is going on global, whatever it is, problem. And I work as a nurse at that time, and some of the wards were
So how many years
closing.
ago you're talking about?
This was, I think, 11, 12 years ago, because we've moved here 11, 12 years ago. So it was just really testing the water. So I said, Australia is actually open. I don't know anyone there. Let's just go and take
Oh
the
my.
plunge. So when we came here, we don't know anyone, not in Melbourne, but we were in Adelaide. We don't know
Wow.
anyone. We don't have a house to stay, Niti.
Oh
It
wow.
was really a risky sort of like opportunity for us, and coming with your family, with your children, and the kids like, oh, it's so hot in here, Mom. It
Wow.
was snowing in the UK, and
UK.
coming here, it was December. It was 47 degrees Celsius.
Oh my
It was
God.
really hot. But anyways, to cut it short, we were able to find people as well, new friends on the day that we've landed there, because we don't know where to go. So,
Yes.
that was the beginning. We met lots of friends, even in the hospital as well, like new friends, colleagues. We don't have anything, furniture, nothing like that. So, a lot of British friends that we've met on the first, second day, the first week, were able to, share some of their stuff like beds, cutleries, everything. My God. And of course, I've got a job anyways. And after a month or to for every fortnight, right? It's the payday here. I was able to buy slowly all these furnitures. We really started in a humble beginning. So guys, it's normal to really like feeling strange and feeling a bit, empty. Sometimes you feel a bit hesitant or what to do or scared perhaps on what your decision would be, especially if you don't have a family, you don't have really like close friends yet. But you've got to be brave if you want to settle into a different country and migrate. No matter what happens, just be there and have that faith as well, and have your own sort of like principles in life. You've got to make sure that you've got that good decisions and choose the right people with good mindset, which would
True.
surround you as well, so they could influence you as well in growing and thriving in a country that is really new to you, because you're not sure what's going to be the what you call this what would happen and what's at stake with you, right, with the whole family. So you've got to make sure that you've got a good decision, be tough as well,
Mm.
and as well as don't be fussy when it comes to finding a job. Just to start, for a start, whatever's the opportunity, grab that, save, and you'll never know, you'll land in the right job as well. I was lucky last time, Niti, that I was sponsored by an employer, which is the hospital itself back in Adelaide. And
Oh,
here, 11 years here in Australia, I never thought, Niti, that I'll be staying longer, because our plan was just either a year or two, because that was the visa, 2 years only. It was 457 last time. I'm sure you're familiar with this. And
yeah.
we have to go back. But then we love the country, like for the kids, the children's park, the playground, and the, oh my God, huge motorway. Oh my goodness, it's like beautiful, and it's multicultural, environment friendly. I said to my husband, let's
People are
actually,
very
even if it's
friendly
hot.
over here. People are really
Yeah, yeah,
friendly.
yeah. That's right.
Genuinely, when
Even
they talk.
though That's true. Even though we're not so happy with the weather because we don't like hot weather, we like cold weather. But because there's four seasons anyways, when it's winter, when it's autumn, it's perfect. And
No,
it's
but
not
Melbourne, they
snowing.
show you all four seasons in a day. Come
Oh
on,
yes,
Lee.
that's true. That's why we moved to Melbourne as well, because I love the seasons, the four seasons, and there is snow as well. So it's like all in one good package as well. So that was the story. I'm sure there's lots of stories that I could tell you guys. 1 hour is not enough for me to tell you. But the most important thing is me and Niti were able to thrive in the new country. It's strange for us at the beginning, but with good friends, with good mindset as well that we've met, it's not hard to settle in this country. Again, it's a beautiful, friendly
Well,
country with lots of
not
things.
anymore when we have got digital connections with our family and friends. I
Mm.
remember, Lee, at the time when I came, the mobile phones had just started and there was no video calls and I used to, on my way to uni, through the Telstra booth, like a telephone booth, I would make calls
Yes.
to my parents. So, guys, those who are listening, it's a lot easier. You are not disconnected. I mean, at the time, for me, yes, I was disconnected. Like I couldn't see them. I wasn't disconnected emotionally. I wanted to see them, but now things have changed. You still remain.
Mm,
You can see your loved ones when you come here. So I'm sure it would not
true.
be that difficult. You can still connect
That's
with them.
right.
But it was a lot different
Yes.
20 years ago when such things did not exist. No video
True.
calling at the time. No,
I
mobiles
remember
had
it
just
was
started.
Yahoo,
Really
right?
expensive.
Yahoo.
Correct. The
It was
emails were
Yahoo
there.
chat,
Emails were
Hotmail.
there. Yeah. And the phones were really expensive. Making
True.
international calls was really expensive.
All the phone
Yes,
cards.
yes, calling
That's
cards. I
true.
remember that. Yeah.
Those I remember I had this thick phone card calling my family in London, calling my family in the Philippines as well. Like,
Correct.
they're all
Correct.
worried, like, hey, you don't have a family, you don't have anyone. What plate
Absolutely.
are you using? What like, beds and all
Yeah.
that? She's like, I said to my whole family back in London and in the Philippines, I said, don't you worry, I met lots of friends. We've got our duvet, we've got our beds. It's like luxury, like it's all sponsored. So yeah, to
Yes.
all my friends in Adelaide, the first family that we've met, to Craig, our British family there. Thank you so much for helping us, and of course the Filipino communities as well. Thank you so much for the support and the love that you have given us, and of course to Niti, to the community that you have met here in Melbourne. You started in Melbourne, right?
Yeah, I started in Melbourne.
Very
Yes.
lucky, very lucky. We've moved in Melbourne actually in 2000 and end of 2016. I'm very
All right.
happy. It's a
Five,
beautiful,
5 years
beautiful
now.
state, isn't it? Yeah,
Yes.
it's an education state. Children are loving it. More opportunities as well here. It's beautiful. So, and glad to meet you here as well, Niti, in Melbourne.
Same
So,
here. Same
salute,
here.
salute. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, Niti, follow-up question. Since you've got a family back in India, right? What was the most difficult time or part leaving India, leaving your beautiful
Of course,
country?
leaving the family was the most difficult. I mean,
Yeah,
leaving my parents, leaving my sister, my brother. That was the most. Well, I am more of an emotional person. So for me, that was the most difficult part. In terms of, I never worked in my home country because I was very young when I came here. So my
hmm,
life actually started here in Australia, like my first job, my first house, everything here. So I started my life here. Um,
yeah,
but as I said, the difficult part was uh, not a my family was not with me, and I was not able to, and as I said, there was no video calls at the time. So those 2 years, first 2 years while I was studying, I didn't go back unless I got my PR. But
hmm,
at that time, it was a lot easier. I got my PR in 1 year's time. So I think I went back after 1.5 year. So thankfully, it
oh,
was not a
wow.
long period. And slowly, at that day, that's when I determined I need to get everyone here. And today, by God's grace, my whole family is here, Lee. I've got everyone settled in here. I've got no one left in India anymore. I like my close ones, my
Yeah,
parents,
yeah, it's good. Good
my
to
sister.
know.
Yes, and similarly on my husband's side as well. So I think I'm blessed that way. Yeah.
That's good to know, Niti. Now, Niti, what was the best thing that had happened on, like with your migration thing, What's the best thing
The best thing is, as I said,
about
Lee,
the decision to migrate?
I for me, well, I was self-dependent because I couldn't I'll be honest, I can't compare because I did not work there, right?
Hmm.
But getting new, working here in this country, and I was always lucky. I always got white collar job. And I've seen people doing odd jobs as well, which is fine and totally acceptable because all works are equal, by the way.
True, true,
But
true.
for me, it was, I was lucky to get a good land into a good job at the time. I think the good thing was that I got more confident because I was earning. I was uh, doing, I was earning. I was, making my house. So, how you said over the time as we were paid,
Yes, that's
buying new.
right.
It was that feeling of self dependent. And from when I look back, as you said, when I landed, I just had one bag, right? 30 kilos
Mhm,
was allowed at the time, or 40 kilos for the first timers. And you could
mhm.
imagine a bag full of clothes. But from there, when I look here, I've got a house, full house. I've achieved a lot. So that's
Wow.
when I look back, that feeling of self-dependent, the feeling of that achievement, the feeling of working with public services, or whatsoever I've achieved so far. That's the good things that's happened to me, and that I say it very proudly. And when I look, as I said, look back, I'm like, wow, this country has given me a lot, a lot.
I can see. And we'll get to there about your other achievements as well. Now, someone
Sure.
is asking, what was your first job, Niti, when you first landed here
Call
in
center.
Australia?
Call center. So I,
Oh,
at the time, outbound call center, that's what I did. That was my first job. I changed a lot. I jumped from one, organization to another a lot. So
wow.
I initially did somewhere, I think it was for a couple of weeks. Uh,
Hmm.
then, I can't remember, was it the timing issue or something like that? Then I moved somewhere else. I took the training. I still remember the day. That was not good. And don't take a lesson, but I'm going to tell you a naughty thing I did. I I still remember I attended a 2 week training somewhere in a call center.
Uh-huh.
And on the first day when we were supposed to start, I couldn't take it. I was like, oh my God, it's a bit too much. I went on my break and I never got back to them. I didn't return. And I came back and I had my friends that say, how come you're home? Weren't you supposed to be at your job? That was your first day. I said, I quit. And they were looking at me. How could you? But I have been always, if I don't like anything, I would not do it. I don't think about what's going to happen. I don't indulge into the consequences that much. I
Love
just
that attitude.
I just do it. And so for my jobs, if I don't like it, I won't do it, no matter, because I was so confident in my own skills that I knew it. I'll get something else. I'll manage to
Mhm.
get it. I'll do something. And
That's
that
good.
that attitude has actually helped me in my life, moments as well, that I'm not scared of anything. I'm like, I will do it no matter what. I'm so confident that
Yeah.
I'll manage it.
The word confidence, guys, is really important when you are actually moving in a different country. Otherwise, if your
Absolutely.
self-esteem is very low, you won't be able to thrive. Look
You
at
go into
Nikki.
that spiral of, if you have got a low esteem, you get into a spiral of, negativity, and then you may even lose it. So,
That's
I
right.
never used to. Anyway, so, but I did a call center job for good, I think, 1.5 years or 2 years. Yeah, 2 years actually. And I used to finish at 11 in the evening. So my shift timings were like starting at 3:30 or 4, finishing at 11. But it was so safe, and in fact, it's safe now also. But I
That's true.
used to travel all alone at 11 o'clock on a
By
50-minute
train or by bus.
by public transport. And I still remember when I called my mom. My mom was like, "Oh my God, you're alone in that country. Are you not scared? You're coming at 11 in the evening." And by the time I would reach home, it was quarter to 12. But it was so safe. Even now it is, but obviously I've passed
Mhm.
that stage now. Uh,
Yeah.
it is very safe country, guys. It's very safe country.
Yes, definitely, definitely. Now, Niti, another questions, but we'll come back right after this. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing that and inspiring everyone. More to come, guys. So watch out for it. Sit back and relax, everyone. We'll be back right after this. There you have it, guys. Way to Oz Migration and Education Services. And of course, one of the best to invest in 2021 is Mega World. And for more info, please contact the numbers in front of you or better message me on YouTube and on my FB page, Motivationally. Niti, back to you. Someone is asking, that's really good to know that you're able to, to thrive here in this country at the very beginning and working at a call center. Any unforgettable experience, or maybe funny or emotional, whatever
Yes,
it is?
I remember.
Please share. Please share.
So my third day into the country, second day into the country, first time ever, I went to my university using the train, public. Yeah.
Hmm.
And where, so I was received by my dad's friend. Now he used to live completely on the south end of the Melbourne, and my uni was
Hmm.
completely on the north end. So I stayed there just
Okay.
for a week or so. That's it. Anyway, so one second day, my uncle dropped me at the station, took the train, managed to go to the university. On my way back, obviously because it was a long distance, by the time I was coming back, it was already
Hmm.
10 o'clock in the evening. And throughout the day, I had used different modes of transport: train, bus,
Bus,
trams, but never
trams.
realized everyone, because we were surrounded by people every time. So doors would open up and I'll get down. But when I was coming back at 10 o'clock, it was quiet. There was no one, very few people in the train. The station came and I'm standing along with my friend waiting for it to open up. Nothing happened. And I'm like, and the train moved in, and I'm like, oh my God, what? And I'm looking, since someone came and said, you need to press this button to open up. I'm like, what do I do? I don't know about this country. And now we're on to the next station, and it was so dark in the night. So, so I called my uncle. I said, uh, well, now I'm getting off to this station. I've got no idea where to go. He said, just don't worry. It's just stay there, because he was scared that, girls, 10 o'clock at night and whatnot. He said, just don't
Yeah.
move. Just get down at that station. I'll come over there and pick you up. So I still remember that.
So
Yeah.
pressing the bottom when it's blinking, right?
Yes. So when it beeps, you need
It's
to you need to click
that's
that.
right. It happened to me as well, but this was in the
Yeah.
UK. I thought
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
all like automatic sensor as
Automatic.
well.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yes, I was just standing there, just like you, standing there. I was going to see my family in Cornwall, right? I was
Right.
standing in front of this door and waiting. I was so excited because my family were there already waiting, welcoming me because it was my first time to travel on my own. It's my first week back in the UK as well. And then the train just like starting to roll, like, oh my goodness. So they have to drive all the way 30 minutes from that
Oh,
station to the next station.
oh my God, that
So
was a long
yeah,
distance.
so coming to Australia, I've always remembered that, you know what? Not all trains has automatic doors.
Automatic.
So if it's
Correct.
blinking, do that. But then but then I had a funny experience as well, riding a bus. I was told 903, but I actually got into a bus of 930. So I was in a different place, and it was like nighttime, it was winter. So I don't know where to go. I said, "Where am I going?" It's a wrong bus. It's a wrong bus stop as well. I was new. This was in here in this country. So it's like, you know what? Good thing I've got my mobile phone, my very old mobile phone, calling my new friends. I've got this, da, 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 so they picked me up as well. So, you know, not just you guys, for all those tuning in, those new migrants in this country, our clients from of Way to Oz. It's kind of not a new thing for anyone who just migrated. You always have your unforgettable experience. Just laugh at
Yes.
it, and you grow with it and you learn from it. And you can actually pay it forward to others, teach them what to do, teach them
Correct.
where to go, which bus stop. You can be an advocate for that. But it's good, neat, isn't it, to have that, funny
Yeah,
experiences, you
absolutely.
know, even at
Absolutely.
the markets, doing this and that. And just like you, I like what you call this, thinking about the currency, both Philippines and the
Yes,
UK. It's like, oh, this is cheaper, I will buy this, like on
that's correct.
sale, like 3 o'clock
That's
from 3 p.m. they're
correct.
on sale stuff. Like all the
Correct.
meats are on sale, let's buy this
Yes.
is on sale. So
True.
you've yes, and it's that's the most important thing. You are able to be more flexible in a country which is new to you. You cannot always bring your own country here. Like, this is what we do in our country. It's always different because it's a different environment. So you've got to make
Correct.
sure that you're also flexible. There's flexibility in you. And also for those who comes here, I've met Niti some few people. They have maids at their own country. Here, DIY, do it yourself, even painting your house, driving. You don't have your own driver, you need to learn how to drive. Anything, it's a DIY. It's good to be independent. That's what Niti is saying. Good to be independent and
It
good
is
to
very
start from
important.
scratch. It humbles you, and
Absolutely.
it's good to start with a humble beginning, isn't it, Niti? Because it helps you
Absolutely. Very, very
grow
important.
personally and
Yes.
professionally. Look at Niti
Absolutely.
right now. Look at Niti right now, right? Very successful from starting from the call center and now doing
Yeah.
migration. What made you decide, Niti? They're asking. There are people in the whole world asking why migration. You've what was the masters again that you've
I did
uh,
IT. I did
studied?
IT, and Lee,
You're an IT at the beginning.
as I said, I've always been blessed. I managed to do good jobs in public services at a senior level, at a senior management level. So,
That's
um,
good.
but over the time, as I said, the one thing that uh, I felt that it's not right was not having my family here, right? And slowly I started looking into it and brought my whole family here. And
Mhm.
every time, every single time, each member of my family, when they were granted PR or permanent residency,
Wow.
the amount of happiness or the amount of that excitement I had every time, I can't demonstrate that, I can't explain that. So that much
Mhm.
happiness, getting the family here. And when they, although they were here, but when the PR was granted, that yes, now you're permanent here, it's just, I can't, as I said, I can't explain that feeling. But
Mm.
that's when I realized that I want to, you know give that feeling to others. And I want to do
That's fantastic.
something where I can, and when, even now when my clients get it, um, every time I get excited as if it's my case,
Yeah.
um, I still remember recently, one of, and I've never met those people, by the way. Just over the phone I've spoken to them, and I applied for their PR and whatnot. So but this girl, one of the applicant, she had to travel back to her own country because her dad passed away or whatever reason. So she was little stressed in terms of, at the and that too during the COVID times, when she didn't know whether she could come back or not because of the travel restrictions. So she was in constant touch with me. Anyway, one fine day we got the grant letter, and I was so happy that I made a conference call to one applicant, her partner who was here, and another partner who was in another country.
Hmm.
Um, and I started with a conversation. Hey, have you contacted the department? They've got back to me. Did you write an email? So I was just trying to scare her and whatnot. And then she got scared. And then I told her, because I just felt so. And then I told her this is, and she couldn't believe it. She was almost in tears, and she was like, but that feeling, giving that happiness, I think that's what made me get into this profession.
Yeah.
So while I was working, I studied immigration law,
Hmm.
because here in this country, you have to be registered, and to do that, to be registered, you need to study immigration law.
Mm.
So I did
True.
an online study at the time. By the way, again, one of my achievement, not that I'm flaunting, but given you've just talked
Good, good.
about it,
Please share, share.
I was working full time, with my two kids, running my family. I managed to pass this immigration law in distinction, all four subject in distinction.
I am not
Uh,
surprised, Niti. You're very
when my
intelligent.
when my results came, I was like, "Wow, got distinction!" Just
Wow, that's good.
anyway,
Very impressive.
uh, but yes, small little things make you feel, yes, you have achieved something. You feel proud, you feel confident of your achievements.
Yeah. I
So that
feel that
was,
sincerity from Unity, like, starting here with a humble beginning and working and being brave and settling in this country at the same time,
you have to be,
allowing yourself to give back to others and to allow others to feel the same way that you felt before, how happy you were,
yeah,
witnessing from the family itself being granted for the visa, and the whole family is here already, which is really, I'm so proud of you, Niti. To be honest with you, I'm sincere with this because I can feel that you have a mission to do, a mission to fulfill, which is really, reaching out to different parts of the world, different people whom you haven't met as well. You want
Hmm.
to let them feel like, hey, I have a distinction in this career. I am registered. I know what to do. I want to help you.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
that's the main thing, isn't it? And that actually reflects on your achievements right now, on all of the clients of Way to Oz Migration and Education Services. All of them are very happy settling here. And of course, some of them are students, some of them are skilled migrants, some of them are parents' visa, different visa. Obviously, you are very well versed with this, and you won't get distinction if you're not really well versed with all of these. And I salute you for that, not just being a Miss Universe,
No.
but but also being really gifted with this kind of opportunity. And thank you on behalf of all the people that you have helped, and for those who are tuning in, and for those who are going to watch the recorded as well, for those clients of Wait also going to be watching this, thank you guys for trusting Niti and the whole team of Way to Us Migration and Education Services. At the moment, as you can hear from Niti, how sincere she is, who's she's wanting to, give back that happiness that she has felt from the very beginning. So well done, Niti. Niti, if you're gonna write a book, what would it be? You've got lots of achievements already. I'll put you on the spot.
I think I'll say you can achieve it by doing it.
Oh,
That
I
would be
love
the
that.
time. You can achieve it by doing it, and that is
Yeah,
so true. If I'm talking about my own life, you won't achieve it if you don't do it.
true.
So
I
guys,
agree.
don't overthink. That's my life's agenda. Just don't
Yeah,
over, because the more you get into what ifs, what nots, the more you're wasting time and doing calculations. So you achieve it when you,
yeah.
so do it.
Just do it.
Just do
Just
it.
do it, right? Don't create your stress, create your opportunity, which is really, really true. And look at Niti, look at Niti's journey as well. And of course my journey as well. Like, it's really important that if you have these thoughts, don't overcomplicate it.
Absolutely.
Just
Like
do it. Just
the
do it.
example, you wanted to come here, just do it. Let's move.
Yeah.
you
And
know
Niti, with migration, one of the things that would let people feel hesitant to move or migrate is all about finances. And I guess with finances, what could you advise on that when it comes to finances, Niti? Anything for all the migrants right now, or future migrant people who wants to come to Australia
I
and who
think
wants to
I
apply
just
to
say you should,
migration?
when you plan, just plan your first 6 months in this country, the survival for first 6 months. uh,
That's right.
if you are skilled, you will be able to get a job, but you can't be choosy that I'm not going to do this job versus that job. I know we are people from different countries where we unfortunately differentiate between the types of jobs and who does what kind of job.
Mhm.
But in this
True.
country, there's no job less or more. Every job is equal, and you do it with pride.
Yes,
So come
that's
with
so
that.
true.
So come with that in your mind, and at the same time, still be prepared for first 6 months for your survival. That's the finances you
Brilliant.
need to work out. I'm 100% sure that you will after 6 months. If you are not iffy and choosy, and if you're open to different opportunities, after 6 months, it will all fall in place, and
That is so true.
you would not have to worry about the finances after that.
Yeah, I
That's what my
believe in that.
personal opinion is, and that's what
Yeah,
the journey I have seen, by interacting and knowing so many people.
yeah. The first
Yeah.
6 months is like tiptoeing and getting to know yourself, your environment,
Correct.
your life's
Finding a job.
purpose, something like that,
Exactly. Exactly.
which is
Exactly.
true. Yeah, we're in the same boat, Niti. That's why we're thriving. No matter what, ups,
Absolutely.
there's highs and lows. That's
There's
just do
always,
it. Yeah,
In everyone's life, there's high and lows. Not that now
that's
I'm
right.
just here. I go through my highs and lows. You go through your highs and
Yeah,
lows. So
yeah, definitely.
it's a how you perceive those moments, how you
Yeah,
react to those.
yeah. There's a song that says, if you can't go over it, if you can't go under it, you got to go through it. Just keep
Yes,
going.
just
Never give
keep
up.
going.
Never surrender.
Never give
Never
up.
give up on your dreams.
There you go.
That's true. Well, Niti, it's really good that you have mentioned that as well. At least, for those people who are actually on their application, started already the application as a student, as a skilled migrant, work visa, parent visa, visitors visa, whatever it is. They'll just say, you know what, Niti, you're right. I'll just do it. If I want it, I'll just grab it. There you go. So thank you so much, Niti, for inspiring everyone. And before we wrap this up, Niti, I would like to pause for a while so you can have something to drink as well. Let's pause for a while and come back right after this, ladies and gentlemen. There you go, Niti. We are back live here on TLC and simulcasted on my YouTube channel, Motivationally, and Facebook page as well. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, Motivationally, and follow me as well on Facebook page, Motivationally. Thank you so much in advance, ladies and gentlemen. And please don't forget to click the like button and, of course, the bell button so you get notified on my YouTube channel. You can also watch all of my videos that I have already created there to inspire you, motivate you, and to empower you as well. So once again, motivational YouTube channel. Now, Niti, last quick few questions to inspire more people here all over the world. Describe three specific words to describe your success because your story is beautiful. 1 hour is not enough, actually, but tell us about these three specific words that would describe your success and pass it on to others.
Okay. The first one would be being optimistic. Very important.
Optimistic. Okay.
Look for the
Yes.
opportunities when, of in any situation. There's always half glass full and half glass empty. Always look the full side. Be optimistic.
Mhm.
Because I so strongly believe in these energies. The way you look at it, the way the universe will give it back to you in the same way. So being optimistic is very,
Optimistic.
very important. Second is, as I said before, trusting yourself, being confident. Trust yourself. That is very important. So trust is second word for me.
Okay. Okay. Optimistic, trust.
Trust. And third one, I'm just thinking what would be for my achievements, you said. Um, I think persistence. That's what it would be.
Good.
So if you want to achieve something, if you want to, as you said, walk through it, be persistent. Just don't leave it. Just don't think you start something and just don't leave it in the middle. Just do it. Be persistent. Go through it.
That's good.
So I think,
Love
yeah,
that.
those would be my three words that describe my achievement, I guess.
Namaste for that. See, the book that you're going to launch in the future,
Oh my
just do
God!
it. Just do it. If you've got it, just do it. If you have the opportunity, just do it. And of course, you have to be optimistic. You've got to trust and be persistent so that you'll be more successful in achieving your visions in life and you're more focused in walking through that
Fearless.
tunnel and
Trust
reaching
yourself.
out your dream. That's really good. That's really good. Words to ponder. be optimistic, trust yourself, and of course, be persistent, and that would help you achieve something. Otherwise, you'll always be like, oh, maybe I can't do it. What if? There's all like, what if? So if you've got that dream, make it happen.
Make it happen.
Today, not tomorrow, is the right opportunity. And now,
Correct.
Niti, why Way to Us Migration and Education Services? Take it away. Tell them everything about what we can offer for Way to Us.
I think the most important, and everyone knows, one, we are obviously registered migration agents. So now we are, people who don't know, we are also regulated by MARA, which is a migration authority, regulatory authority. Um, so what that means is we have to operate under a strict guidelines or code of conduct. So obviously, what that means for our clients or for our customers is that they are not in wrong hands. First of all, right? Secondly, why wait to us only? I mean, there are so many registered migration agents there, and Lee, I think we pride in ourselves that we would never give wrong advice. We would never, if we can see there is no merit in the case, we would rather tell you on your face there's no merit. We have seen many cases, and I think Lee, you're a great witness on this. Uh, People are
Yes.
being, told, oh, another agent is saying we can go through this, we can get it. Absolutely, there could be. But whether there's a merit or not, we'll be very upfront and we'll tell you. We can't do it, we can't do it. We won't be just trying to, make money out
Yeah.
of you just and say, and we just don't take every case saying, oh, yes, we will do it. Because end of the day, guys, you need to understand that any decision that is taken, that's by the Department of Home Affairs. That's not us. Our job is to make sure, one, to understand if there's a merit in case, to represent your file in a proper way, right? That's
That's
what we
right.
do, and that's where we excel as compared to others. So
True.
we are very transparent and upfront, and we prepare. The second part is we coming from a professional backgrounds, we make sure that we put your file or your application in the way it's expected by the department so that it is a very
Definitely.
streamlined, clear process. We just don't
Mhm.
jumble up, all right, give us all everything. Even if there's no merit, we just don't, forward it. It doesn't work like that. We will make sure
That's
go through, and there are so many minute details, an agent needs to look through, which we do. So I think that's where it comes
true.
from. As you said, the sincerity. That's what's more important. That's distinguish us from others.
Yes. Definitely. And that's why Niti as well, like a lot of people are asking, why did I partner with you and not with other migration agent? And you know this, right? I told you that. But for me, I felt the first time I've met Niti on my other podcast on my YouTube channel, Motivationally, I felt the sincerity of, again, the word sincerity. Like, being a migrant myself as well, it's nice to give back to people because
Yeah,
you want them to achieve their dreams in life as well. And of course, they have to do their own part, right? We can't just do
yes,
magic here, but we
correct.
work together with the people all over the world. And I found it in Niti. I'm not exaggerating, or I'm not really, I'm not exaggerating here, Niti. So I felt the sincerity that Niti wants to help. And again, the word transparency in this migration, Way to Us migration education services is real. Like, if we can't help you, we can't help you. If we
Yeah,
can, let's do it now. Let's not delay anything. Just give us all the requirements, we'll help you. And again, we have to work as a team. And that's why I was glued with Niti on the first podcast. I felt like,
thank you, and I'm
when Niti
honored.
approached me, yeah, when you approached me and we had that coffee last time, coffee together,
Yes,
that's, I felt like, yeah, because I don't always say yes, because just for the sake of like doing this, I want to make sure that I'm partnered with a credible individual. And especially, I've got my YouTube channel as well. I want to make sure that I'm with someone who is sincere and credible in doing what they want to do, they're passionate to do, because I'm trying to empower people as well on my YouTube channel and my Facebook page. I want to be consistent. So that's why Ladies and gentlemen, I'm with Way to Oz Migration and Education Services. I'm the education consultant Australia wide. So, Niti, thank you, namaste, for that, for
Thank you,
trusting me as well.
Kimberly. Thank you
You
so
know,
much. Now you're doing.
yes. So, again, guys, pardon?
I said you're doing wonderful job, and you're very, very sincere. And I like your attitude. Just do it. Let's do it. And
Thank
guys,
you.
she is so fast. I wonder how she manages. I mean, she is a multitasker. I've never seen such individual. So hats off to you, Lee. Hats off.
Thank you. I guess it's because I'm a nurse as well. And just like you being a mother, we multitask and which I'm very anal with everything. Like, I'm very, make sure that I've organized everything, have the schedule. And even today as well, it's nice that we have this time wrapping this up on our episode 12, our journey together and our journey with TLC and, inspiring people. And for all those clients who have met us through our podcast, through our TLC Migrate, It's Great to Migrate season one. It's nice to know that people over the world are really interested to come to Australia. And once again, guys, you won't regret it if you connect with us. Obviously, the office is still closed, Niti, right? And we're open.
Yes,
We're still on
until
holiday.
we're
We're
still
doing
on.
this for you guys. Yes, we're open on the 4th of January, our office. But you can still email us, contact us, on WhatsApp. You can on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, and the numbers just in front of your screen right now. If you want to contact us, it's okay if you're still on holiday. We can still read that, and we'll get back to you from the 4th of January. Once again,
Correct.
for all our clients, our new clients all over the world, and even those who have already started their visa processing, Niti has already done that. Thank you so much for trusting Way to Us Migration and Education Services. Now, Niti, is there anything special message to everyone, Niti, that you want to share apart from inviting them to contact us on Way to Us? Please.
I think the message is I just want to wish everyone. I mean, we are in that happy mode. We uh, bid farewell to 2021, and we should welcome
Yeah.
2022 with new aspirations, new hopes, and lots of good wishes to all our viewers. I think that's the only thing I want to say. So once again, a very, very happy new year to all of you.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year as well to you, Niti, and to your family. And I know you're off somewhere today, just like us as well, because we're on holiday mode. This is the best thing in Australia when it's like this. There's like more 2 weeks
Correct.
holiday or more than 2 weeks holiday, which is really good. Only the best here in Australia. So please come and join us here. Migrate to Australia in many different visas as well. Thank you, Niti, and sit back and relax, Niti. I just want to wrap this up quickly. Now, guys, once again, for those who are tuning in on TLC, thank you so much for keeping us company since season one. Today is our season 12, not season, episode one, and now is our episode 12. Wow, that's 3 months with you guys. Thank you so much, TLC family, for trusting us as well. And thank you as well for those who are tuning in on my YouTube and my Facebook page. Motivationally, don't forget. Once again, if you've watched all of my videos, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and of course on my LinkedIn as well. And I would like to also invite each one of you, please visit my website. I'm a life coach as well. And on my website, www.motivation.com, you can see lots of my services there, guys, as a life coach, as a team building leader as well and moderator, and also doing hosting professionally. If you need a professional host for all of your big or small events anywhere in the world, I can fly and host your very special events as well. And what else? Just jump into my website once again, www.motivationally.com. You can hear in my background my little one right now. Of course, she wants to go somewhere. So thank you so much. And I would like to send this message to you from Bob Fella as well. And in here, every day is a new opportunity. You can build on yesterday's success or put its failure behind and start over again. That is the way life is, with a new game every day. So, you know what Anita has mentioned? Just do it, right? Create your opportunity. Be optimistic, trust yourself, And of course, be
Be
persistent.
persistent.
And all, that's right. All the best to each one of you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everyone. Niti, thank you. Love you so much. Thank you for being my
Thank you,
extended
Lee.
sister. Thank you so much for all the support.
Thank you.
And I'll see you next year next year, which is next week already, isn't it? 4th of January.
True.
Once again, guys, thank you so much for
Thank
supporting
you,
us. Thank
everyone.
you so much. See you again and see you on my
Thank
YouTube
you.
channel and Facebook page, Motivationally. See you again. Bye,
Same.
everyone. God bless. Talk to you soon. Bye, Niti.
Bye.
Bye.